Peace, peace. What's going on, everybody, man? What's the word? Give everybody a chance to tune on in and tap in before I start building on the subject matter for the day. How everybody holding up? How everybody living, man? We got an important subject to cover today. Y'all already know how I gets down, man. We gonna vent. We gonna get things off our chest. I'm gonna let y'all know a little something today. So, what's the word, man? How y'all living? How everybody holding up, man? Before I start building, because as we say, builders build, man. That's what we do. So, how y'all living, man? How y'all holding up? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word on this wonderful Friday, man? How this Friday treating y'all heading into the weekend? Talk to me before I start talking to y'all, man, because once I start talking, about to be a wrap. Montel, peace. What's going on with you, my brother? What's the word? What's the word? Everything is smooth my way, man. Everything is peaceful, man. We dealing with balance, dealing in equality, man. So we good. We maintain it. Beautiful goddess keys, peace queen. What's going on? What's the word? Y'all know how we get down when it comes to this subject matter, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and say some things that people may be thinking, but don't know how to put it into words, man. That's what I'm here for some people, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and let people know what it is today in regards to black women and what it is that they actually want, man. Because a lot of people seem to be confused. They be asking questions. What do these women want? I'm gonna tell y'all what they want, man. I'm gonna tell y'all. I train a lot of women. I am with a black woman. I can tell y'all what they want, man. I listen. I'm a good listener, so I can tell y'all exactly what they want. I can tell y'all exactly what they looking for out here, contrary to how some of them may act. Terenzo, my brother, peace. What's going on? I'm gonna tell y'all flat out that black women want to be led. They just want to be led by the right brother. That's it. Contrary to how tough they may be acting, contrary to how independent they may be acting, or maybe proclaiming or professing to be, I'm letting you know right now out the gate that these black women want to be led. They want for a man to come across. They want to encounter a man that will lead them in the right direction. That's what they want, man. That's what they want. Like I said, contrary to what it is that they may be saying out here, contrary to what their actions may be reflecting. I'm telling y'all, deep down inside, that's what most of them want. Deep down inside, that is what most black women want. Justin, peace, what's happening? Contrary to what they saying, man, all these black women out here talking about how independent they are, how they don't need no man. Listen, deep down inside, that's what they want. They want to be led by a man, and they may have friends, they may have family members, and they may be envious of their relationships because they got a strong black man that's leading them, that's taking care of them, that's providing for them. They may be envious of that. So in order to kind of distract themselves from that, they got to walk around bragging about how independent they are and how they don't need no man. Yep. Sounds good. It sounds good. But we know deep down inside what you want, man. So I don't care how tough you. I don't care how tough you think you are out here. I don't care how independent you think you are. You know you want that man to lead you. You know you want to be led. You want to be led and loved by that black man. That's what you want. That's what you want. I understand you done had some bad experiences out here. You done tried to deal with some brothers and it didn't go your way. I understand that. I understand. So I understand where some of that stems from. But we know what you want, man. Don't be trying to act like that's not what you want out here. Don't try to act like that ain't what you need out here, because that's what you need in your life, just like we need that love from a black woman. Y'all need that proper guidance from the black man, man. Y'all need that protection from the black man. Y'all need that. That's what y'all need. And y'all got to get it from the right brother. Again, we're not telling you to go get it from a brother that ain't designed that way. You got to get that proper guidance from the right brother. Hey, beautiful goddess kids, what it's all about. That's exactly what I told my kid. Hey man, do what you gotta do. Focus on what you gotta focus on. And we're gonna take care of the crib so you can focus on what you need to focus on. Because your mental health is important. Your mental health is important, man. We gonna do what we need to do as men so that you can be at peace. So that you can be balanced, so that you can be centered. We gonna make the sacrifices, man. We gonna do what we gotta do to make sure you are taken care of. That's what we gonna do. That's what we supposed to do. And if a man is not doing that, then you must reevaluate that relationship. You must reevaluate that relationship, and you must reevaluate your decisions out here. Again, a lot of y'all choosing to be with these boys that ain't about that life. That's you. That's your fault. You making a decision. It's plenty of us brothers out here that's willing to make those sacrifices and willing to do what men are supposed to do. Plenty of us out here. Plant God effect. Peace. What's happening? There's plenty of us out here willing to do what needs to be done as men, man. Plenty of us. It ain't our fault out here that y'all out here choosing the wrong individuals. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Especially when you do it repeatedly. Now again, you choose one dude and it don't turn out too good. We may not drive you too hard for that one. But if you choose the same type of person, the same type of dude 5 and 6 times, at some point you gotta analyze yourself. At some point you gotta analyze yourself. So it's a big difference in it not being good dudes out here and you just choosing the wrong type of dude. Big difference. Big difference. So y'all gotta separate that nonsense, man. You are choosing bad quality dudes. That doesn't equate to it not being any good men out here. Like you just choosing bad quality. It's on you. That's on you. You keep repeatedly choosing this bad quality individual because you so caught up on maybe appearance, materialistic things, and things of that nature. That's your fault. That's your fault. It's some brothers, we not caught up on the materialistic things out here, man. We handling our business, and that's all we doing. That's all we focused on. That's all we worried about. We are consumed by our work, man. We just trying to do what needs to be done. We trying to build and create a legacy, and we just trying to provide, man. That's what we trying to do. But a lot of times I understand a lot of brothers like that go under the radar because we're not out here being flashy, flamboyant, and all that type of nonsense. We're not striving to bring that attention to ourselves. Like, let's be real, man. So that's a lot of times. That's why we go under the radar, man. We may take care of our health, man. We may go work out, eat properly, man, and we just do what we got to do, handle our business. Then we go to sleep and repeat. Like, that's how we moving. We studying, we researching, we taking care of our bodies, we taking care of our minds. We taking care of our children, whatever it is. Whatever our responsibility is, we taking care of that responsibility. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Dion, peace, what's happening? Playing God for sure. Hey, Akuma, man, it's all your preference, man. I ain't never seen you really try to bash people on here, man. So it's all good. It's your preference, man. We cool. Hey, go ahead and deal with it. Deal with the Asians, man. Deal with the Hispanics, man. That ain't my cup of tea at all. But hey, you do what you got to do, Akuma. But again, man, I was telling y'all, man, just from listening, man, listening to black women talk, listening to black women vent. Bobby, peace, what's happening? Lindell, peace, what's going on? Listening to them vent, I can tell y'all for sure that these sisters want to be led. And a lot of these sisters that's walking around talking about how independent they are. Man, I'm telling y'all, deep down inside, they want that right brother to come around and swoop them up. But what they got to understand, I'm going to talk to my sisters, what y'all got to understand. This is what y'all got to understand. See, y'all be dealing with these no good dudes making terrible decisions. That's what y'all doing. But y'all got to understand one thing about some of us good men out here. Some of us men that strive to do what's right and exact. Some of us righteous men. One thing y'all got to understand. We not about to play around with y'all, man. Tay, peace, what's happening? We not about to be playing. We don't have time for the games, man. We don't have time for the foolishness. So when y'all present us with that foolishness, man, we gone. We not going to keep playing with y'all, man. That's one thing y'all got to understand. We not about to be playing those games, man. We not about to be playing those games, man. When we come on the scene, we going to let you know what it is, man. If you meet us with any type of resistance, for the most part, man, we ain't fooling with it. We ain't fooling. We don't have time to be playing around. We got too much business we trying to handle. We trying to build out here, man. We not trying to BS. So we ain't trying to play those games, man. We not trying to play those games. We ain't trying to put up with nonsense. We ain't trying to argue about unnecessary things. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that, man. We here to build. We about solutions. So you got to understand that when it comes to brothers that's out here striving to do what's right and exact. We not going to entertain a lot of nonsense, man. If you coming with some problems, we coming with solutions. But we're not going to dwell on these problems. We not trying to make our lives worse. So that's what y'all got to understand, man. We striving to do what's right and exact. We striving to be righteous. We not striving for that toxic environment that these bum dudes be on. We striving to reverse all that. So you got to understand that. So you will come across this brother that's righteous and doing everything that's right and exact, and he gonna have a different mentality. He gonna have a different mentality. He may not be trying to argue with you. He gonna be trying to solve your problem, and he not gonna be trying to tolerate. He not gonna tolerate you coming at him the wrong way. He ain't gonna tolerate that. Like, look, listen, hey. this is you ain't this ain't flying. This is not happening. He gonna check you. He gonna put you in your place. And I'm not talking about physically laying hands on you. He just gonna let you know that nah, this is not productive. This is not how this gonna go down. I'm striving to help you. You meet me with some resistance. I'm gonna need you to sit back, shut up, listen, because you gotta trust me. You gotta trust me. That's what a real man gonna do. A real man ain't got time to be playing with you, man. A real man ain't got time for anything that's not a solution. So you doing all that yapping, you doing all this arguing. Like, do you want your problem solved? Do you want your problem solved at the end of the day? That's how we gonna come onto the scene. We solving problems, man. You gotta be quiet, y'all. Listen, you gotta trust me, because again, I'm not gonna point you in a direction that's harmful. We ain't gonna do that, man. We're not gonna guide you into that pit of that. We're not gonna guide you into that fire. We're not gonna try to burn you like that. We're not gonna try to do you like that. Shaquille, peace, what's going on? Hey, Bobby, for sure. It's like you say, do we know how to get them and keep them? See, getting them ain't even a problem, because, again, when you focus on yourself, everything that you need pretty much comes to you. But a lot of times we overlook it because we're not in tune with ourselves, man. So a lot of times, man, the people that we need in our lives, they was smacked right in front of us, and we just overlooked them. So the person you needed your whole time was right in front of you, that whole time. And you start going after the person that you wanted. So it's a difference between the needs and the wants. So that person that you need right in front of you, man, it's just right there, right in front. They was right in front of you for years, but you were so focused on this person that you wanted. Then you got that person that you wanted and realized it wasn't all that. Wasn't all that. And then you realize how you probably should have been rocking with the person that you needed, that was right in front of your face the whole entire time. Y'all know the friend zone type deal that we talking about. Y'all know what we talking about. So a lot of people get placed in a friend zone when that really is the person that you might need to be with. But you put them in the friend zone because you don't know how to separate needs from the wants. You want somebody else, but you need this person, but you place them in the friend zone. That's the reason why some of them get placed in the friend zone, because they don't want to totally rid themselves of you, because they know that they need you. Sharif, man, peace. What's happening, man? We talking about black women, man, and just what they want out here. Because again, man, it's a lot of fronting that be going on out here. It's a lot of fronting, and I get it. A lot of black women traumatized and have bad experiences, man. But don't act like y'all don't want the black man to lead y'all. Don't act like that, because I know it deep down inside. I know that's what y'all want, man. I know that's what y'all want. When that right black man comes along, that y'all love it. Y'all love it. Y'all love it. Oh, Justin, for sure. For sure. And it's like you got to kill that. It's like, man, listen, we not going to do this arguing. And that's the man, we laying down that law. Listen, you can argue with yourself all day. Not about to argue with you. Not about to argue with you, because I'm solving the problem. Listen, if I'm giving you these jewels to help you solve your problem, or if we figuring out things together, like, and you don't utilize those tools to make your life more efficient and effective, then that's on you. Then I'm going to reevaluate this situation in this relationship. If every time I try to provide some solutions to you, you meet me with some resistance, then we may not be as compatible as I thought. So a lot of times you just got to go back and reevaluate, man, because if you striving to help somebody and they just keep meeting you with resistance, it's like, look, give you this ultimatum. I'm not about to keep putting up with that, man, because I got something I'm trying to build, man. I'm trying to protect my peace. I'm trying to protect my sanity. And you striving to destroy that with all this arguing. So that's one thing. Listen, that's one thing we're not going to tolerate, is that arguing, man. That's why sometimes, man, you'll get with a dude that's of the righteous manner, and they going to sit back and they going to be chilling while you doing all that yelling, because that's not phasing us. Calm all that down. Calm on. When you ready to talk, I'm ready to talk. But all that arguing, all that yelling, that's dead. That's dead. Oh, Torenzo, for sure. It's the true war zone, they say. Andronicus, peace, what's happening? DJ Elmo, peace, what's happening? Antoinette, peace, queen, what's going on? DJ Elmo for sure. A big insurance policy. A big insurance. And Montel's always that vice versa for sure. But yeah, DJ Elmo is big time in insurance policy, man. Like at the end of the day, that's all that it is. That's all that it is. And that's why I tell a lot of men, I'm not fooling with no friend zone. Y'all ain't here. I'm not friends with women out here outside of these relations. I'm like, ain't nobody putting me in no friend zone. Like, forget all that. No. Because I already know what that's about. We already know what that's about, man. We don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, man. Her best friend should be the man that she with. Because 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, these women be in full-blown relationships and sometimes married and whole while trying to keep you as a friend. Nah, your best friend should be that man that you with. Point blank, period. Don't come running to me when y'all have problems. I'm not no rebound dude. I got my own life I'm striving to live, man. So I can't be dealing with your problems when you feel it convenient for you to vent those problems to me. Because I ain't going to be able to do the same because you in a whole relationship and things of that nature. So that friend zone stuff is dead. Like, it's dead when people be in full-blown relationships and marriages, man. That's supposed to be your best friend. Because you're going to end up being utilized and you're not going to like it when you that friend in that friend zone. When you that grown man in a friend zone and this woman that put you in the friend zone is in a whole relationship, she going to literally utilize you. She going to only come to you when her relationship is rocky and rough. So you being used, man. You being used. You ain't no tool, man. Go ahead and get your life together, man. Get you a best friend. Get you a girl, man. Get you a wife. Things of that nature, man. Don't allow somebody to place you in that friend zone so they can use you. They only gonna contact you. It's like family members that only contact you when they need something. When that chick places you in the friend zone, and this vice versa. When that chick places you in that friend zone, she only gonna contact you when it's convenient for her when she needs something. Oh man, we just got into a fight. Me and my dude got into a fight. I need some male perspective, or I need this, that, and the third. Using you. And what we do, what the brothers do, they get placed in the friend zone do. They be there for. Come on, man. Quit putting yourself through that, man. Quit putting yourself through that. You done probably been knowing her longer than the dude that she with, and she don't feel it necessary to talk to you. Whole while you didn't gave all type of clues that you want to take it to that next level with her. She obviously don't have the same feelings for it. Let her make that decision. Let her deal with this dude that's obviously not making her happy because that's not what she needs. It's what she wanted. So you let her learn the hard way. Quit being there for her. Let her learn the hard way. Harsh as that may sound, man, but you got to focus on your life, man. You can't be being no pawn. Can't be being utilized like that. Ooh, beautiful guys, keys, sheesh. Now that's tragic. I'm sorry about that one. That's something you got to live with too. Rika, peace. What's going on? Hey, Bobby, man, that's what I'm saying. That's what we do. We grinding out here. When you with a real man, we don't have time. We don't have time to be out here cheating. We don't have time to be doing all this nonsense. It ain't nothing that somebody can accuse me of doing because I work too much. Man, I ain't out here. I ain't got time for that, man. I ain't got time for no games, man. I don't have time for that. I'm out here handling business, man. That's what we gonna do. That's what a man gonna do. We not out here chasing. We not chasing women, man. We trying to do what we need to do. We gonna be providing because again, we ain't worried about all that nonsense. We ain't worried about it. And the last thing a man wants to do, and I'm gonna give everybody the last thing a man wants to do when he puts in all this work is to come home and argue. The last thing we trying to do is argue. That is the last thing we trying to do is argue, man. That's the last thing we trying to do. Man, I ain't putting in all this work just to come to the crib and argue with you about something that ain't even that serious. So a lot of times, man, that's what's gonna happen, man. A lot of decent brothers, man, they just ain't gonna have time for that, man. We just ain't gonna have, you're not gonna keep placing me in these type of predicaments, man, because that's not cool. I'm putting in all this work, man. I'm minding my business. I'm not doing anything. Last thing I need to do is to be coming back to the crib, argue. That's dead. That's dead. Sharif, man, for sure. For sure. I definitely agree with that. And half the time, what's crazy, half the time, it don't even be an emergency break glass. Because even when the relationship don't work out, they sometimes still don't talk to this dude that's in the friend zone. They still may overlook. Tay, it's nothing. It's something that's only wrong with the friend zone to me. Like I said, when you already in a relationship, that I'm talking about the friend zone in that regards. Not if you friend zoning a person to get to know the person in order for something to grow. Like obviously that part of it is necessary. But if you friend zoning a person when you in a whole relationship already, I honestly do not believe in that. Like I don't believe in that, man, because people start catching feelings, man. You may not catch the feelings, but the other person definitely gonna start catching feelings, man. It's almost, I don't want to say it's impossible because there's plenty of people that it's possible. But man, listen, for the most part, when it comes to these type of situations, man, one party has feelings for the other party, and it's typically the party that's not in a relationship. So if you a woman and you got a whole man and you claim to know you've been knowing this dude for X amount of years and you friends on him and you saying you never looked at him in that light, I guarantee you that dude then looked at you in that light. Guarantee you. And a lot of people be naive. They like, man, I ain't that man. I've been knowing such and such for 20 years. I grew up with such and such. That don't mean that such and such ain't looking at you in that light. And 9 times out of 10, if such and such had the opportunity, he would take it. You just ain't never given him the opportunity. And such is a good dude. He not gonna violate you like that. He not gonna violate you like that. So a lot of times people don't be realizing that too, man. Yeah, you may not be having feelings for the person. You may be saying, man, he like a brother to me. But hey, dude may not be looking at it in that light. And all dude is just waiting on this for your situation to fall through. So he could be like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and try it this time. When you in that relationship, man, that's supposed to be your best friend. Like when that, and that's why I agree with you, Tay. Like you supposed to friend zone the person that you feel like you're going to end up being with. You don't friend zone a person after you're already in the relationship. You don't try to play somebody in a friend zone because, again, like we talking about, it's like the fallback person. Just in case my little situation don't work out, then I'm a fool with you. Like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be doing that. For one, you already going into that relationship with some bad energy because you already feel like this may not necessarily work, so I'm going to need somebody to fall back on. And we got to define what a friend is. That's why I say I'm in a whole relationship. I don't have women friends. Meaning, like I don't have women that I'm constantly or consistently checking up on. Like that's what I would consider a friend. I don't necessarily like to use that word. Y'all know what I mean though. When I use the word friend, like somebody that you consistently checking up on. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. And she don't have that on her end. Like we not doing it. If we have some problems, we gonna talk to one another. We gonna talk to one another. I don't have a woman talking about something she's a friend. Nope. Nope. When I need to have friendly discussions, I know exactly who to talk to. I know exactly who to talk to. Terenzo, we ain't even got time. Like you say, we ain't got time to be trained out here, man. We just gotta lead. We just gotta step up. We gotta step up. We just gotta do it. We gotta do it, man. It's like being thrown out there to the wolves, man. We just gotta learn. We just gotta go out here and learn. We just gotta lead. If you're not a leader now, you just gotta learn. You just gotta, just gotta develop those qualities, man. Oh, Denise, for sure. For sure. CC Peace, what's happening? Master 2 Peace. For sure. But these black women, man, these queens, man, they want that king, man. They want you to come through. They want you to tell them what you gonna tolerate, what you won't tolerate, what you won't tolerate. They want you to put them in their place. And again, people here put them in place. People think I'm talking about some control factor. Nah, what I'm talking about, when that black women want you to let her know when she getting out of line. Man, they like that. I'm telling y'all. They like that. They don't want to just walk all over you. They don't want to just walk all. They don't want a man. They can just walk all over. Like I said, once again, contrary to what some of them may say and what some of their actions may show and display. They don't want that. They want you to be like, listen, this ain't going down. You're not about to do this. You're not about to talk to me like that. You're not about to do this. You're not about to spend this money here. You're not about we not going here. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Like it's not happening. And I'm standing on that. They like that. Matter of fact, they love that. I'm telling y'all, they love that. Like you gotta let them know what's up. Ronnie, Ronnie, y'all better let Ronnie know. I don't think Ronnie know me. If you try to put me in friend zone back in the day, I would, because I for one didn't care for people like that. So it wasn't really no friend zone in your boy, because I was just gonna lose all communication with you. But I was the one, like back in the day, man, when people tried to do that. That's why I said, bro. That's why I said people don't understand. That's why I said I could have a very negative perception towards women, but I don't, because back in the day I was that dude. Wasn't necessarily in the friends, or I don't want to put it that way. I was just cool. I was cool with a lot of people, man. I was cool. Y'all can probably tell my personality, man, but I was just cool dude. Everybody knew me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just knew me, man, just based off what I did. You know, sports I played, I rap, did all that type of stuff, man. So a lot of people knew me. And one thing that I witnessed a lot, man, I witnessed a lot of women fed up with their situation. But instead of breaking up with dudes, man, they out here trying to creep behind dudes back and mess with people that they feel like is cool. Like I was part of that type of deal, man. But I ain't deal with it a lot, man. When I seen that women was on that, I was, for the most part, I was thrown off by it, man. That was like not even that attractive at that point. I'm like, man, what you with this whole dude and you trying to, what you doing? Like, what you really on? I witnessed a lot of things on the woman's side, man, to where I could really have a very bad perception. I witnessed women not mind being the side chick, literally, man. I'm telling you, I got stories, man. I got stories. I've witnessed women. This is some stuff I've witnessed. I've witnessed women give off the appearance that she's willing to accept the side chick role, and then once the dude start actually treating her like the side chick that she accepted to be, she gets mad. I see, like that. That's the type of stuff that I've witnessed. Like, you telling the dude you don't have a problem with being a side chick because you already acknowledging the fact that you understand that he's in a relationship. Then when he treats you like the side chick, now you flipping out. You just agreed to them terms. I witnessed, like, this stuff I can't make up. I literally witnessed these type of actions. Like, this type of stuff I witnessed in life. It's multiple times. Like, I'm like, what? You agreed to be the side chick, then you get treated like the side chick, and now you are upset. You at that point, I feel like something is wrong with you. Like you have a disorder or something, because that makes no sense. You just agreed to it, then you get treated like that, and now you're mad. What you thought? You was going to agree to it, and the dude was just going to automatically be like, oh, she agreed to be a side chick. Let me go ahead and make her the main chick. No, you agreed to be the side chick. And then they would drag the dude through the mud. You the one pursued him when he was in the relationship. And then, of course, he was weak. So we ain't gonna listen. We ain't gonna let him slide. He was weak. He should have been like, no. But he was like, all right, cool. Since you came and you pursued me and you agreed to be the side chick, I'm gonna treat you like such. And then you get mad. Come on, man. That's pathetic, man. That's pathetic on both ends. Dude should have been like, no, and then she should not have ever pursued him. But this type of stuff that I've witnessed, man, just to let y'all know, man, I've seen this type of stuff. AK, man, I got a totally different perspective and perception when it comes to that. I honestly feel like when it comes to men and women being being close friends, like, people got to understand what it means to be a friend. Like, I think sometimes we got to define this. When it comes to friendships, man, I'm not talking about associates. I'm not talking to people that you may holler at every few months and things like that. Like, I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about an actual friend, somebody that's going to be there for you, your roughest times, man. Like, I honestly feel like down the line, somebody going to develop feelings. I feel like it's going to happen every time, man. If you got somebody of the opposite sex, man, and y'all really close, and y'all always there for one another, somebody is going to develop some feelings somewhere. They may not verbally express them. They may not directly come out and say it. But I guarantee you, at some point down the line, if y'all continue to try to remain friends, somebody will develop feelings. You may not feel that way about her, but she may feel that way about you. Somebody going to develop feelings, man. Somebody going to do it. Somebody going to develop feelings. And I watch this a lot Normally, it'd be the dude catching feelings for the woman. Like the woman will place a dude in the friend zone that she may not be physically attracted to. And she may be like, man, I never talked. I've been knowing such and such 20 years. I don't look at him like that. Oh, wow, dude looks at her like that. But he knows in his mind that she's not physically attracted to me. So I'm just going to accept this friend zone role because this is about as close as I will get to having that type of relationship with her. So I witnessed that type of stuff go down. But I feel like when it comes down to it, somebody going to develop feelings. That's why you don't hear me talk. I got this female friend. You hear me talk about women clients that I have. That is it. Clients. I train you all. I'm not hitting y'all up consistently. It's not happening. Like you got your friend. When you marry, you in a relationship, man, that's your friend, that's your best friend. It's your best friend. It's supposed to be that way. If it's not that way, then we got problems. We got problems. Like we got big problems. Oh, Rika Chanel, it definitely comes down to boundaries. And for sure, the boundaries don't exist. Like I said, most of the women that I know that are in that position, they have the boundaries. So they set the boundaries. But what I'm saying is, I'm just talking about the thought. Like the dude, you may not have the feelings. You may place these boundaries. But in his mind, in the dude's mind, he like, man, I wish that her situation would fall through. And then she would just realize that I'm the person that she needs. Like those type of thoughts gonna creep into somebody's mind. It may not be your mind, but I guarantee you, if the situation permitted, I guarantee you that somebody would make a move. Guarantee, man, because it's almost, you got to think about it, man. When you claim to be real close to people, man, this is a person that may know a lot about you. They may know what makes you angry. They gonna know what makes you happy. They may know what brings you peace. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know all these things about you. Like they gonna know way too much about you, man. They gonna know way too much about you, and you gonna know way too much about them, man. So you just gotta watch those situations, man. That stuff can get deep. That stuff can get deep. And like I say, while you may not have the feelings, while you may feel like his boundaries there, in they mind, they may be like, man, I just wish this wasn't the case. And that's all I'm saying. Somebody down the line will develop those type of feelings, man. They gonna creep into the mind. They gonna creep into the mind. Like it's real in the field. And I'm not saying that there ain't rare cases where that can exist, but I'm just saying, man, I'm telling and this is just my opinion on the matter, man. I just feel like somebody down the line will develop feelings. Just somewhere down the line. That, like I said, they may not even come out and tell you directly, but I guarantee they may have thought it. They have thought it. Hey, DJ Elmo. And that's sad. She shouldn't have even came out and had to announce that. Come on, man. You got to ride for the home team, man. Zach, I don't even know if I can do it. Listen, the closest I done got to it is women I grew up with. Like, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in the same neighborhood. That's about it. But I don't talk to anybody outside. Like, I don't talk to anybody repeatedly like that at all. Like, it don't work like that, man. Especially when you start getting older and stuff like that, man. Especially when you start getting older, man. I literally don't have time for all that. Like, man, I got enough going on in my life, man. I don't have time to be keeping up with other people. I don't have time to be keeping up with other people consistently. Like, man, you in a whole relationship and you get to be in your 30s, man, I don't have time to be keeping up with another woman, with another, like, I don't even have time to be keeping up with another dude in regards to having a dude best friend. So let alone trying to keep, I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. Too much going on, man. I got too much that I'm responsible for to be trying to keep up with more than like one other person. Man, come on, I got a whole family. Come on. I got too much going on, man. Like, yeah, man, if I was rocking with you back in the day, we went to school together and we was cool back in school. Like, I want to see you succeed out here. I want to see you do great things, but I'm not gonna be reaching out to you. We ain't gonna be talking on the phone. We ain't gonna be texting consistently like that. Like, it ain't about to go down like that. Come on. Oh, Bobby, for sure. Deep down, I'm telling you, deep down, when you do the knowledge, when you talk to black women, deep down, that's what deep down, they want to be led by that black man. Deep down, that's what it boils down to. Even some of these sisters that date the white men, deep down, what happened is they went to the white side because they felt like they was let down by the black men. But deep down, even when you do the knowledge to them, man, when they've been dealing with these white dudes, they date white dudes. Deep down, they were scored by black men because that's really what they wanted at the end of the day. They wanted to be led in the proper direction, in the right direction by a black man. They got let down, and that's why they're on the white side. So deep down, even some of those sisters want to be led in the right direction by the right man. And that's why I say some of us, man, some of us brothers, we got to know and we got to understand that, man. Lay that law down. When you lay that law down, when you lay that hammer down, that black woman is going to love that. She's going to love that. But you gotta give her, so you gotta cut some slack as well. What do I mean by cut some slack? You gonna come, if you come with that type of energy and that vibe, she may not be used to that. She may not be used to that, man. So you gotta give her time to adapt and adjust to you laying that hammer down. She may have been dealing with these passive dudes and these soft dudes for her entire life, and you coming through with a whole different vibe, laying the law down, laying the hammer down, telling her what you not gonna tolerate, telling her what you gonna tolerate. Like, that's different vibe. You gotta give her time. You gotta give her time to adjust to that. She ain't really, that threw her off. She wasn't expecting that because she been dealing with these clowns. So when you present her with that different vibe, man, you gotta understand that this is new to her. So her reaction may throw you off. So you gotta give her time, man. You gotta give her time to adjust. If she never makes the adjustment, then you make your move. You give her the ultimatum, but you gotta give her time though. Oh, sad for sure. Them days long gone. I don't glorify those days. I don't suggest brothers do that. But a lot of people fool with polygamy and things of that nature. I don't. I ain't got time for it. Like I said, that ain't never been something for me because I don't like people like that. So I ain't got time to be trying to juggle multiple women. I ain't never liked people enough like that. That stuff is dead, man. I had a hard enough time, you know what I'm saying, when I would deal with one in regards to just communicating because I'm not no people person. So what I look like dealing with multiple? No, one is enough. Women, y'all know how complicated y'all can be. So one is enough. I ain't got time to deal with more than one. No, sir. I'm good with the one. I'm good with one. Oh, sir. So I don't even suggest that with my brothers, man. Find you one. Give all your time and energy to her. And there you go. Try to build something with that. Hey, Bobby, man, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. My man's Ryan, peace. What's going on with you? Denise, for sure. You say women feel like they can check your man better than you. For sure. Always. For sure. Team Arsenio. Man, you gonna have to break down who is that first and foremost. You have to break it down. Y'all know I don't be hip to a lot of names y'all bring up. Oh, he just shot a cop. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do the knowledge to that. Who shot a cop? And what did he shoot the cop for? Hey, I wish I could play some NWA right now. What did it? What happened? What happened? I'm gonna have to do the knowledge to that story when I get off here. Hey, Sack, for sure. That's how I look at the friend zone joint, man. For sure. Ronnie, you already know, man. They need to be led, and a lot of them know it deep down inside. They need to be led. They know it. They know it deep down inside. A lot of them know it. A lot of them know it. Hey, Moshe, I'm telling you, I done got dragged through the mud when I say I don't believe that you can have that you can have friends of the opposite sex when you're in a relationship. I got dragged in the mud. That's one of my, I got a million unpopular opinions, but that's one of them. I get dragged. They will drag me through the mud. What you mean, man? I got this dude I've been friends with. I say, man, listen, that dude probably got feelings for you. You may not be physically attracted to him, but I guarantee you that he done thought about you outside of those lines, man. People drag me through the mud for that, man, because I feel like people don't understand what is meant by friendship. A friend is not somebody that you just contact when you need something. Like that's really not a friend. Like friends are always there for one another, no matter what the situation is. Like I'm just gonna check on you just because. Like that's what we do. I'm not gonna my relationship rocky, so now I'm gonna reach out to you because I need a shoulder to cry on, shoulder to lean on, and I got a vent. I ain't really a friend. That's just somebody that's using you. So people got to understand what a friend is. You ain't like that's not your friend, bro. If you just using dude, that's not your friend. If you just using her, like you just got something you want to get off your chest, and your dude right now treating you trash, so you feel like I'm gonna go talk to him. It's not a friend. Friend, like we checking in on each other every day or every other day, just seeing how we doing. We telling each other personal things, like we just volunteering this information. That's what friends do. We not utilizing one another. So that's a different ball game. Like a lot of people, y'all just using folks and calling it a friendship. That's not a friendship. See, man, I understand that, man. I'm one of the ones that don't be wanting to hurt feelings. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I used to just go ghost. To avoid having to directly hurt people's feelings, I would just go ghost. Even though that ends up being worse than just directly telling them the truth. But a lot of times, man, because I wasn't a confrontational person, really don't like community. Because the thing of it is, man, what y'all got to understand, the way I deal with people, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure y'all know this, man, people just say a lot of dumb things. So when I be feeling some type of way towards a person, a lot of times I wouldn't want to directly tell the person how I'm truly feeling back in the day because I know they were going to say something stupid. And my tolerance for stupidity has always been low. So when they say something dumb to me that I don't like I'm just not going to feel good about that. And it's not going to be a good situation. So a lot of times I just went ghost because I didn't know how to properly communicate my feelings to people, especially when they said something stupid in response. So I just was like, I'm going to avoid this altogether by just going ghost and not saying anything. That wasn't the correct way to go about it. That never is the correct way to go about it. But y'all know how I go, man. People just say the dumbest things, man. Like you can hit people with logic all day long, man. But when they just ran by emotions, they don't see the logic, man. It could be clear as day, like that. This just ain't a good situation to be in. Like we just ain't meant to be, and they gonna hit you with a bunch of nonsense after you give them the logic and the facts. And it's like, man, I didn't come here for that. I don't really care about any of that. I'm telling you what it is. It's obvious what it is. So this is what we need to do. But it don't never work that smoothly, man. And y'all know that. Yeah, brother, for sure. Yeah, they made a lot of them ain't gonna say it. They ain't gonna admit it. But like I said, those feelings be there. Ooh, Miss Donnie, that's what I'm talking. Ooh, that's what I'm talking. That's my little ad lib. That's what I'm talking about right there. When you got the male friend, then it was like, whoa, wait a minute. And that's another thing. Don't be no hypocrite. Don't be no dude out here talking about you got female friends, and then when your woman friend gets some male friends, then you get in your feelings. Dealing equality, my brother. If you about to be saying it's cool to have them female friends, then let your woman friend have her male friends. Dealing that equality, my brother. Don't be like that. Don't be no hypocrite. Don't be no walking contradiction. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Denise, listen, you don't want to play with emotions. You definitely don't want to play with a woman's emotion, man. What they say, nothing worse than a female, like a woman scorn. You don't want to scorn that woman. You don't want to do it. You definitely don't want to do it. And Miss Donnie for sure. And listen, I'm one of the ones that I've understood the male nature of things. But it usually would have been the other way around for me. Like it'll usually be the other way around. It usually be the other way around. But yeah, I definitely understand that though. I definitely understand that. That's why I say, man, if you didn't place the dude in the friend zone, you may not be physically attracted to him. But I'm telling you, dude did probably had some type of thoughts, and he just wait. I'm telling you, if you supply him with the opportunity, he would take it. So that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all be thinking it's the friend zone, but man, if you presented the proposal that y'all be in a relationship, I know he'd take it. I know he'd take it. Hey, Ron, man. Listen, polygamy for me for the birds. When I look at Trent, when I look at my ancestors, that mug is man, woman, and child. That mug is Isis, Osiris, and Heru. It ain't never been Osiris and 4 or 5 other different Isises and things. Isis, Mary, Lilith, Judith, and none of that. Like, it's been Isis, Osiris, and Heru. Like, that's what I look at. I see man, woman, and child, man. That's how I've always looked at it. That's how I'm rocking and rolling. Got time for all that other nonsense, man. I ain't got time for it. I'm gonna just keep it honest with you. If that's your thing and you practice it properly, cool. If you practice it properly from the economic perspective, from the economic perspective, if you practice polygamy properly that way, cool, man. You know, kudos, hats off to you. I'm more power to you. Just that ain't never been something that I'm fooling with ever. Brad, for sure. The wife is in the building, y'all. Say peace to the wife. Moshe, that's always how I've been. Hey, Rika Chanel, man, I can't even tell you what my sun and moon sign is, man. I think my wife might be able to tell you that. I can't even tell you. All I can tell you is I was born November 13th. I don't even know. That's all I can tell you. I was born November 13th. That's all. That's the only thing I know. And according to everybody, that's Scorpio. But even still, man, the calendar's so off. You know what I'm saying? That may not even actually be accurate for the most part, man. But that's all I can tell you. Ryan, for sure. And I'm telling you, everybody, I'm telling y'all, man, when you are really friends with I'm telling y'all that what if thoughts gonna exist? What if thoughts gonna exist all the time? And I cannot listen, back in high school, it never felt, man, back in high school, I was the dude back in high school that had placed the women in the friend zone. And I just want to be cool with them. Man, that never ended well on my beat. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to be cool. You cool. They always tried to make moves, man. So it never. I'm telling y'all, somebody is going to be attracted. Somebody gonna start developing feelings. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. It's just gonna happen. It is going to happen. Mark my words, man. Mark my words. It's gonna happen. Like I said, whether they directly say it or not, y'all can remain friends until y'all die. But I guarantee you, those feelings popped up in somebody's head. I guarantee it, man. I mean, they can do a scientific study on this. Hey, Team Arsenio, I'm gonna do the knowledge to that for sure, and I'm gonna build on that. I'm gonna build on that. That sound like my type of energy right there. I fool with it. That sound like my type of vibe. Yeah, Magic, man. I can relate. I can relate, man. I can relate. Team Arsenio, he don't need to be lynched. He was fearing for his life. He was doing what the cops do. He don't need to be lynched. He was fearing for his life. So yeah, we good. Debo for sure, man. That was back in the day, man. That was back in the day. So I'm already, that you need to learn to articulate it. But back in the day, I'm being transparent. I was never that type of person, man. I just went ghost on people. I'm not justifying. I'm not even encouraging people to do that. That's just how I used to move. Because I ain't had time to deal with stupidity, man. Because people just always say something dumb, man. Like you lay down the truth. They say something dumb. It's like, here we go having this conversation. And I'm not one for emotions. Like I'm not like My wife can tell I'm not really an emotional dude. I'm not a sentimental type of dude. So a lot of times when you have to have those conversations with women back in the day, you get emotional. And so I'm like, yep, I don't know. I was almost like a heartless dude because I didn't really know how to respond to emotional situations, especially when I told you the truth and you just couldn't handle the truth. And now you're sitting there crying. Like I would come off as cold and heartless. I'm really just detached. So I really don't care about you crying after I told you the truth. And I ain't never really want to come off like that. So I was just like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna go ghost, even though that was almost worse. But I would just not. I don't want to tell you the truth. Then you start breaking down, crying. I'm just looking at you, like, okay, all right, cool. You know, what I said kind of still stands. So after you done crying, like, what? Just hopefully, what I said resonated with you. Like I was that type of person, man. I ain't really no emotional type of dude. Like I ain't no sentimental type of dude at all. Really, those situations always been awkward for me. So when I know I'm about to be in a situation where somebody may get emotional and it's never gonna be me, I'm like, yep, I don't even want to face that situation. Team Marcino, they put 100K reward on his head. How nice? Must be nice. I wish we could put 100K reward on their heads. Donna C, peace. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, LN, peace, peace. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, CC for sure, man. It's all professionalism is key. And what's crazy, and this is another reason why I be having a lot of sympathy for my sisters out here, man. And that's why a lot of times I feel like I know exactly what it is that they need out here just from listening to them. Y'all know I'm in a profession, man, where dudes be creeping out here, man. And one thing a lot of people shout me out on is on my professionalism in regards to just me training. And like, you know, they start talking about all these trainers that they had in the past that were dudes that be trying to talk to them, this, that, and the third. I'm like, man, this is never gonna be that. Never on them type of vibes, man. Like never. Like that's like, come on, man. And that's why, like, I be understanding when a lot of women be talking about these creeps out here, man. They just don't be trusting dudes. I be getting it, man, because I done seen it. I done heard it. I done worked in banks. I done worked at banks, man, with other young women, man. I done seen the older male customers come in there, man, just creeping on them. They don't want to do anything bank related. They just want to sit there and stare at the women. Like, so I got to take the transaction to get the creep up out of there, man. So I done seen all this type of stuff, man. They just be, listen, man, they just be wanting to feel protected. They just be wanting to feel safe, man. They be wanting to feel safe. They don't want to have to feel threatened when they around black men. They just don't like that. They don't like that. Come on, man. I'm just trying to work out. Why do I got to feel like you creeping on me? Like a lot of them, they just want that security. They want that security. They want it. Like that's why they can't stand these creeps. That's why they can't stand y'all creeps, man. We all out here creeping on them. Like, dude, stop doing that. Stop creeping on them out here, man. Just stop playing. Like when they tell you what it is, man, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. When you see their situation on social media, I don't care if you think the situation ain't that, man. Stop jumping all in their DMs, man. Stop doing that. You see her posting her dude. Why are you hopping in her DM, man? Why are you doing that? And vice versa, like just why? Why are you doing it? Like that type of stuff is unnecessary, man. Like leave it alone out here, man. Stop being creeps. Like that's why, word to my brothers, man. Stop being creepy out here, man. Don't be no creep. I pride myself on not being a creep. Like that's one thing. It's sad, but I pride myself on not being a creepy dude. Because it's enough creepy dudes out here, man. I didn't know how real it was, man. But it's just creepy dudes out here, man. Like women can't even just be relaxing out in public, man. They gotta walk around paranoid because they don't know what's gonna happen. And not only do they gotta listen, they gotta fear the cops. They gotta fear creepy dudes and all. Like they got listen. Every dude, every ethnic group fools with the black woman. Every ethnic group admires the black woman. So she ain't safe nowhere. These white dudes creep on her. The Asian dudes creep on her. The African men creep on the sisters here in the wilderness of North America. The Jamaican brothers creep on her. Like everybody. Everybody fools with the black woman here in the wilderness of North America. Everybody fools with the black woman in general. Every ethnic group, the Arabs, all of them, they all fool with the black woman. So she is almost safe nowhere. So the last place she needs to feel threatened is when she is around black men. Come on, man. She gotta have some security somewhere, man. She gotta have that security somewhere, man. Please stop being creeps, man. Because she gotta face that nonsense with all these other ethnic groups too. The Arabs, man, the white folks, the Asians, and all that, man. They looking at the black woman too, man. They loving that black woman too. They loving her physical makeup. They loving it. So they creeping on her too, man. So the last place we need to be creeping on her is us, man. Is where we reside. Like, stop that, man. They should feel secure. They should feel protected when they are amongst their brothers. Period, man. C square, hey, yes, sir. 1113. You got me by 4 years. Born in 90. The wife is trying to be, that's what she be on. This what the wife be on. She say don't ignore her super chat. I won't ignore this one. And I'm not answering that question about friends with benefits, man. We're not even going to entertain that. But it is what it is. Yeah, Ryan, like I said, man, I'm not that good with the emotions and all that type of stuff. Like I said, man, people be saying I'm cold, I'm heartless, and all that type of stuff, man. My clients think I'm psychotic. Like, I just don't be having, the emotions, man. I ain't never been a sentimental type of dude. Just never been that type of person, man. And I'm going to supply you with the most logical answer. And a lot of people be expecting some real deep answer. Sometimes I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is. And I'm not going to play around with you. I'm going to just tell you exactly what it is you need. You need to stop playing. You need to stop BSing. This is what you need to do. Not going to play around with you. I'm not going to play around with you. Justin, man, hey, at the end of the day, this is what I got to say about that, Justin, with your girl. What we got to realize is we can't expect for people to show us love the way we want them to show it to them. You got to respect how that person wants to show you love. We all show our love. We all display our love differently. Like, I show everything through my ways and actions. When I played sports and when I was the captain of my teams back in high school, I led by action. A lot of the people that looked up to me was like, man, he's not that vocal, but man, he gonna go out there. When it's time to do sprints, he gonna be leading the sprints. When it's time to do the up downs, he gonna be leading the charge. Like, they used to have people run next to me because, again, I was gonna run my hardest. I was gonna give it my all. When it was time to go lift the weights, I'm gonna be going my hardest. That's how I led. So that's how I would display my love. And a lot of times we want people to show us love in a certain type of way. And then when we don't get it that certain type of way, then we get emotional. We get in our feelings. But you can't overlook the way that person is actually showing you the love according to what's comfortable to him or her. So we got to stop it. We got to stop expecting people or wanting people to show us love the way we want them to. It don't work like that, man. People are different. People display and show their love and affection in different ways. So you got to respect that, man. You got to understand the way that somebody is communicating to you, what they call love languages and things of that nature, man. So if somebody is more so action based and you feel like they should be more verbal with it, man, just respect that they are action based and embrace that and accept that. Like, man, they show a lot of love through their actions. They don't walk around saying they love me every 5 minutes, because that's not how they are. But I can tell that they love me because their actions show it, because that's how they are. So you got to get people to realize that, man. A lot of people don't do that. They think that the love should be shown to them. The only way that the love should be shown to them is the way that they want it to be shown. So if a person wants to hear "I love you" every 5 seconds, if that's not done, then they feel like the person don't love them. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Frankie, peace, what's happening? You can't do that. You cannot have those type of expectations. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's gonna set you up for misery, man. If that person is not that verbal when it comes to emotions and things like that, man, they more so display their love through actions. Accept that, man. Accept that. Accept that. That's love right there. Love is more in action than it is like something that you speak. So that's when you really, like, when you got a person like that, man, you really need to embrace that person, because that's truly what love is. that action. They play, yeah. Hey, but I seen some where they trying to get strict on the OnlyFans or something, man. They trying to eliminate the porn content or whatever that is from OnlyFans. I saw that. They trying to regulate OnlyFans now. So that's about to hurt some individuals based off of what I saw. That's about to do some damage to some individuals if what I saw is correct and exact. Yeah, C squared, that's dead. Miss Donnie, and that Miss Donnie, that's crazy. That's crazy, but a lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't care about that, man. A lot of people don't care about that at all, rightfully so. And it just shouldn't. That shouldn't be the case, man. You can't even be in Target, man. You can't shop in the Target, man. Come on, you just trying to shop in the Target, do your thing, man. Like, come on, leave me alone. Beyond Cherry, man. I remember I said that. I said the least protected person in America is the black woman, and once again, I got met with all type of resistance. I got met with all type of resistance, man. People was coming from my head, man. Particularly black men. They was coming from my head. They was trying to behead the kid, man. Off with my head. What did I say that for when I said the least protected person? And this ain't coming from me. Y'all know my Nation of Islam brothers and said this before. So this is something that I was quoting. And it's a reason why I said that the least protected person. It's a reason why I believe that to be true. Because that's someone that needs protection. So dudes start sounding soft. You know, you sound soft as a dude when I say the least protected person in America is the black woman, and you start acting like we should be protected as black men. Like we are the ones that are supposed to be protecting our women. So we not the ones that need the protect or the protection. So when you come out and I make a statement like the least protected person in America is the black woman, and you get all in your feelings, I got to start questioning you. Got to start questioning you. Beautiful God is keys for sure. For sure. Embrace that. Yeah, Miss Donnie, for sure, man. You gotta learn it, man. A lot of people don't, and once you learn it, you accept it and you embrace it. A lot of people don't do that. Nero, don't wish that on me, man. If I ran for president, man, I'd get assassinated. Like they wouldn't even allow that to go down, but I'd get assassinated, man. I'd come in there. I was just talking about that earlier with a client, man. I was like, man, people wanted me to get in politics back in the day. My pops actually suggested that I go to school for political science. I'm like, do y'all know how long I would last? Man, I would get, man, all rules in favor of black people. All rules in favor of black people. And I'd have got assassinated the next day. Like I wasn't about to set myself up for that. I would have been an easy target if I became if I dealt with politics. Now I'm like a little bit under the radar. I could talk my talk now, but if I would have got myself involved in politics, man, I would have came in there out the gate trying to do things for black people, and they would have been like, "Who this dude think? Get him." I wouldn't have lasted long. I wouldn't have lasted long at all. Miss Donnie, and that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I didn't, man. Listen, I got a few stories about that, man. But you calling them brothers down, man. You tell brothers like this ain't that. You got to chill, all this type of stuff, man. Like that's what you got to do, man. I got plenty of situations, man, where it's been. Y'all know I train brothers and sisters, man. And sometimes the brothers come in there, interact with the sisters, and if the sisters let me know they got a weird vibe, I'm stepping to the hey, man. You know this ain't. Like, nah, bro, you like such and such getting a weird vibe, gotta tone it down, man, or you can't come in here when she in here type deal. Like, we gotta look out for the sisters, man. This ain't finna happen. I got you back. I tell my clients all the time, I don't tolerate the creepiness, man. Let me know if any brother that I deal with, as far as training, let me know if they on some creepy vibes, and I got you. Just let me know though. You gotta let me know. I got you. I ain't got no problem with cutting them off, man. I ain't finna deal with that. I ain't finna choose to creep over the. Nah, we got to have the sisters back out here, man. You let me know some dude creeping and I train him. I fool with him. I got you. I got you. Yeah, acts of service is definitely how I get down, man. I'm not about to be verbally expressing my love. Like, it's just really not gonna go down. Not comfortable doing that at all, but I can display it through my action. You need something done, I can make sure it happens. And Sack, man, you would be surprised, man. Like I said, they almost it was off of my head. Renzo for sure. Way of life is a culture. And a wife, a muscular teddy bear, man. That's like a paradox. There ain't no muscular teddy bears out here. Like an action figure. Rika, you say, how do I receive love? See, that's the thing. I receive it however I get it. Because I feel like it's all about the understanding. So I receive the love however I pretty much get it. Because again, I'm understanding that the person may not display the love and give the love like I would expect it to, like how I would give it. So I receive it any way that is dished out to me, man. But I personally, when it comes to displaying the love, no, I'm not the verbal dude, but I can understand people that show it in a different manner, in a different light, and I can respect that and I can receive that. But a lot of times it's hard. It's hard for people to receive it the way that I display it because, like I said, man, I'm like an unorthodox individual, socially awkward type deal. Like it's a lot of things. Like I move differently, literally. So a lot of people got to get used to how I approach situations and just how I move. The four beasts revealed. I'm gonna tell. No, listen. Four beasts revealed. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say the right man, according to the black woman, is a simp. These dudes out here that listen. These dudes out here that think that they can pay for it, like they be throwing all these money, throwing all this money towards women and things that they're expecting something in return. That's a simp. But a black man that's coming to lay the law down and letting them know what he not gonna tolerate, that ain't necessarily a simp. What they gonna call that a toxic male. That's toxic masculinity. That's what that is. That's what that is. Society has informed women that the right man is a toxic male, toxic masculinity. So it's not a simp. There's a difference there. So society didn't taught you that the right man, that's toxic masculinity. When a man is a man, and he's a strong man and he professes that, that's toxic masculinity. That's what that is. That ain't a simp. I'm talking about, man, lay the law down, let you know what it is, what it ain't, all that type of stuff. They call that toxic. They call that toxic. That's what they call it. Terenzo, man, yeah, y'all can have everything that involves politics. I care nothing about it. I'm good. I'm good. Like I'm good on that. Frankie, what you say? You say, how can a man attract and keep a beautiful woman? Frankie, I'm gonna give you the same jewel I give everybody else. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Get that knowledge of self, man. It's called magnetism. See, we call it magnetism. See, when you are a man out here and you know yourself and you live according to your reality, that's going to attract the right woman to you. That's going to attract that woman to you, man. When that woman sees that you about your business, when you know who you are and you move according to that reality, that's going to attract exactly what you need. And when you ain't really worrying about what's going on around you and you focused on what it is you need to do in yourself, things of that nature, that's all you need. That's all you need to do. Marlon, peace, what's happening? Moshe for sure, man. That for sure. But I don't play with the car. I do not like. I don't like the creepy mentality, man. I just don't like that, man. It's unnecessary, man. Dudes, just chill on out, man. Like it's not even that serious, man. Just stop creeping. Just stop. And a lot of times, man, the creeps be the dudes that be married, having 3 or 4 kids. Like they already be in situations. Like, what are you creeping for, man? Come on, man. It's not that serious, man. It's not that serious because you're gonna come up on the wrong sister. You're gonna creep on a sister that ain't finna play with you and gonna pull that strap out on you and blow your brains out. So you better quit playing. Like a lot of these sisters walking around here strapped. So you keep on creeping if you want to. I'm trying to save these brothers. Because these women ain't playing. These women out here getting armed. And they not playing, man. They paranoid. So y'all keep creeping on these sisters if y'all want to, man. A lot of these sisters armed and dangerous. And they ain't afraid to use it. So you keep playing with them. And then you're going to end up you're going to end up out here dead. Because you wanted to be a creep. And she wasn't playing with you. And she blew your brains out. LN for sure. I'm telling y'all, that's why I say I wouldn't make it. Y'all, I'm gonna get a little backstory. When y'all talking about president, I was the president of my elementary school back when I was in the 6th grade. And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why I know politics is a joke. Cause I take it back to that time period, man. I was the president of my 6th grade class, the whole elementary school. I was president. And all I went up there to do, we had to make speeches. So I went up there and I told these kids a bunch of lies and I ended up winning. I was like, man, I'm going to make sure we get free candy out the vending machines every Friday. Man, I said like a bunch of lies, man. They were loving what I was saying. I didn't do anything I promised to do, man. Them kids voted for me. I ended up winning. That's how I know. And that's the same thing, man. That's the same thing that happens on a large scale, man. You just go up there, tell people a bunch of lies, get them riled up, get them behind you, get their support. They vote, they select you, place you in the office, and now you can't do anything that you promised. That's literally what I did, man. I went up there, made a speech, and ain't nobody tell me, hey, you can't say this. They just told us to make a speech. I went up there and was saying any and everything, man. So that's why I don't be taking none of this stuff seriously, man. Yeah, Magic, they toxic everything. I'm gonna give y'all another listen. Toxic femininity, but I'm gonna go deeper. Let's talk about it. Listen, we got toxicity, that toxic homosexuality. We got all that. We got all that. These toxic transgenders, like it's toxicity everywhere. But again, it look like they make it look like it's only toxic masculinity. Man, we got toxic homosexuality. We got toxicity in the transgender community. We got all of that, man. All that. So stop playing with it, man. Stop making it seem like we the only ones that's out here toxic. When we just out here saying we men. Like, oh, come on, man. We telling y'all what men do and what men ain't finna put up with. And that ain't nothing toxic about that. Stop playing. That's what y'all got. Y'all got to stop playing with all that nonsense, man. That ain't toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is a dude, and this is any form of just toxicity. That's somebody that's out here just being abusive because I'm the man and I know that I'm stronger than you and I'm just gonna be on you because of that. That's toxic masculinity. But me out here letting y'all know what a man do, what a man not gonna do, the role of a man, it's not toxic masculinity, man. It's not. Hey DJ Elmo, that's about to be my theme song, man. Eric B for president, man. Y'all keep playing, man. I'm gonna be like that dude that be on here calling for president. Y'all know y'all seen him, man. We just gonna be running for president out here, man. Nah. Dominique Peace, what's happening? What's happening? Sharif, man, no non-creep life, man. Frankie, vegan for sure. I mean, I ain't ate meat, and I don't even remember last time I ate meat. It's been over 10 years, man. I ain't ate meat in a very long time, and never plan on going back. Ms. Donnie, man, like I said, at the end of the day, this is one reason why I talk about unification. Because in a few years, we ain't gonna have no choice but to deal with one another. The way they trying to regulate everything, man, we gonna be forced, man. We gonna realize that all we got is us. And that time look like it's coming soon, actually. We gonna realize that all we got is us. That's what we gonna realize. Zach, that's what I listen. I talk about this all the time. If you have a daughter, that daughter needs to definitely out the gate learn some form of self-defense. Out the gate. I feel like every young woman should take a step, like she should be into martial arts, something. She should be in something along those lines. I feel like I feel like that should be taught in schools. Women, girls learn how to defend themselves. I feel like there should be classes every year until the time they graduate and they out of school. I feel like a young girl should learn how to protect herself from the moment she is in the school system until the moment she's out the school system, and then after that. She should know how to protect herself. I just feel like that should be a requirement. I mean, I feel like that for the young boys too, but definitely for the young girls. I feel like they should be taking a self-defense class every freaking year. Every freaking year. Every freaking year. Like, just look at like Clarissa Shields or something. Not saying everybody gonna be on her level, but ain't no dude finna run up on her and try her. Man, you get knocked out. You ain't finna do that. So I feel like every woman should, again, learn how to, you know what I'm saying, work the pistol and things of that nature and take a self-defense class. I feel like that should be a requirement. I ain't even lying to you. But all these creeps out here, these creeps ain't going to go nowhere. No matter how hard I teach, no matter how hard we out here preaching, them creeps ain't going to go nowhere. They going to be out here. So the best thing the women can do out here is learn to protect themselves, man. If we could just try to jump in, we can try to jump in when we see it. But that's what I recommend. That's what I suggest, man. Y'all take care of yourselves out here, man. You got to do it. Y'all got to do it, man. Y'all have got to do it, man, because it is ridiculous. The world is full of them creeps. And it ain't just black creeps. Like I said, it's creeps everywhere. Y'all go on the white side of town, man. Them old white dudes, man, be the creepiest ones for real. Them be the creepiest ones, man. Them be the ones you really got to watch. Them old white dudes, man, creepy. Crazy, man. So y'all gotta really watch yourselves, man. Y'all gotta protect yourselves. And I feel sorry that that's the case, man. But it is what it is. That's the way the world is. Like I said, I look through the world in the lens of this is how it is, not how I think it should be. That's how I view the world. I'll be honest, Cherry, man. Like, yeah, they always trying to discredit the black man, man. They always trying to do that. They always trying to make our image way worse than what it actually is, man. That's how they always trying to do it. That's why brothers like such as myself, we exist, because we got to try to neutralize the nonsense that's out here. Y'all know how they do our image, man. Y'all know exactly how they do it. Anything to discredit us, man. Anything to do it. Anything to make us appear to be bad. Anything, man. Whatever they can do to make the black man look bad, they're going to strive to do it. Because y'all already know we could go back to J. Edgar Hoover days with the FBI, COINTELPRO. What was the main focus of COINTELPRO? They don't want to see the rise of the what? The Black Messiah. The Black Messiah was the black man. They didn't want to see the rise of that, man. So that's why every time somebody came up that fit that image, taking them down. So anytime they can discredit the black man, they must do it, because they do not want the black man to know about himself so he can rise up to that level and influence the people. So we gotta stop playing, man. Y'all know what the COINTELPRO files is all about. They don't want to see the rise of that black Messiah. They don't want to see the rise of that black man. They know how powerful it is when that black man chooses to rise. And because this coincides right with the title of this, black women want to be led by the right man. And I'm going to give y'all a jewel. Because I was talking about this in previous streams. I talked about it. I said, what's one of the reasons why you see a lot of women in the congregation when it comes to these religions? It all comes back to being led. Man. Them went like the pastor. That's why I call him the pimp. Like, they feel like they being led by this man up there, that pastor that's up there. They feel like they being led, man. That's why you will see a lot of women in that congregation, man. And then when you dealing with religion, you dealing with a lot of emotions. So religions tend to tap into the emotional side, or that so-called spiritual side. And a lot of women gonna more so resonate with that than men. So it's like a play on your emotions. So they're tapping into that emotional side, and that's why you tend to see a lot of women in that congregation, because it's tapping into that emotional side. There's not much logic that's going on in the church. Let's be honest, man. Let's just really be honest. So it's tapping into that emotional side, that spiritual side, that Holy Ghost. When y'all see people falling out in the church, 9 times out of 10 is women falling out in this church, hooping and hollering. Of course, you're going to have men that do it, but for the most part, you're going to have women that's just going crazy, hooping and hollering. And I've literally seen women do that so they can get the attention of the pastor because they had a crush on him. So I've seen little stuff like that. I've seen that type of stuff. So I know what be going on in these churches, man. I know the truth. So I'm going to tell y'all, that's one of the reasons why it's a lot of women in the congregation, man. A lot of women in these churches opposed to dudes. Because it's a lot of pimping that's going on. A lot of pimping that be going on, man. And let's be real. A lot of pimping. A lot of pimping that be going on, man. But women love that leadership, man. They love that leadership. I know a lot when they be in the churches, man, they be idolizing their pastor and they preach. Idolizing. Like, man, my such a Pastor Jones said, Pastor Robinson said, what did you say? Like a lot of times, man, dudes ain't got time. We ain't got time for that, man. Like we ain't got time for that. Not saying, of course, you don't have dudes in the congregation. You obviously do. But I just noticed the disparity. Like when it comes to an organization that has rigid rules and a real structure, you gonna see a lot more men gravitate towards that because it's more so logical and practical. But then when you got a lot of these loose religions that's just y'all in there hooping and hollering and all that type of stuff, man, a lot of times you're gonna see more women in those congregations. You're going to see a lot more women in those congregations, man. But when it's more practical, when it's a lot more order involved, men going to gravitate towards that first, and then the women going to follow the men. But when it's something like just a religion like Christianity and all of that, you're going to have the women going to flock towards that. They're going to flock towards that. They're going to flock towards, they're going to be in that kind of Holy Ghost, falling out, shouting, hallelujah, everything. That's more they little vibe and they little speed right there. And a lot of pastors be knowing that. A lot of pastors be knowing that. I know some stories, man, about pastors and all that. I'm pretty sure y'all got stories too. Dominique, man, listen, don't even get me started, man. I don't even want to get started on that, man. I don't even want to get started. I'm already doing. I already know. Oh, Kuma, for sure. It's almost like a small business versus a big corporation. Sometimes it's better to work for the small business, the small corporation, man. You got a lot of decent little small churches out here where you may not see all of that going on. You know, you're gonna have some places where it's not going on, but in the mega joints, your mega churches, you gotta watch that. And anytime, like I said, anytime you really start enforcing policy and rules, like them women gonna be like, I don't want that. I want to be able to turn up on the weekend and then be forgiven on Sunday. Like that's more they vibe. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm being real here, man. We see what it is. They more so want to be able to do whatever they want to do for the week. And then be coming in there Sunday crying, hooping and hollering, and all right, he forgave me for my sin. Like they fool with that type of stuff. When you start really enforcing that and saying how you need to live, then they turn off. Like, wait, whoa, what you doing? What you mean I can't do this? What you mean I can't go out here and live this type of life? Oh, LN, no man. Majority of politicians are not for the people at all. It's a game, man. For the most part, politicians are for whoever is backing them, whoever is supplying them with the funding. And we be so confused as black people, like we don't put our money behind many politicians. So that's why many of these politicians don't have our best interests at heart. They gonna support the interests that fund them. And that's what like Claude Anderson talked about that, man. He said, listen, if black people if we really want to make change, if we really want to master the game and play the game, we got to start putting our money behind the politicians. Because we can talk all this type of stuff we want to talk about the white folks. One language that they're going to speak is money. So when you start supplying them with the money and the funding, they may think about it. But, man, we ain't got time for that, man. I'd rather create our own system and focus on that. Yeah, Grant, man, listen. I don't even really want to get too deep into the church conversation, man, because I got that type of stuff in my family, man. I don't even want to do it, man. I don't even want to do it. LN, some do, but most don't. Hey, Snuggles, that collection plate, you gotta pass that collection plate around several times. Get your money, man. You gotta get your money. You gotta fund that Mercedes that you trying to buy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fund that private jet. Y'all know TD Snakes and all them out here. You gotta fund. They gotta pass that collection plate, man. You gotta put all your. You barely able to afford your bills, but you better put that $200 in that collection plate, man. You better fund that private jet. You better fund it. You better put all your hard-earned money into that collection plate. You better do it. Forget the 10%. Put 50 in that joint. You better do it. They're walking around here private jets and mansions and all that. Rightfully so. Your whole congregation out here suffering though. Man, teach your congregation to get it how you living. You talking all this about your freaking religion. Why your congregation can't enjoy heaven on earth while you doing it? You making it seem like they got to die to enjoy their heaven on earth whole while you enjoying the heaven on earth. You doing it. Come on, man. Stop playing. You living comfortably, man. You ain't worried about anything. That's your heaven on earth. You know good and well that it ain't guaranteed that when you die, this is gonna be the result. So you trying to enjoy your heaven on earth. But you ain't teaching your congregation how to enjoy that heaven on earth, how to get that heaven on earth. They struggling. Stop playing, man. Stop doing them like that. Stop playing with them, man. Stop playing with their emotions like that. Stop making them feel like bad human beings because they're not able to put much money in that collection plate. Stop doing that. And Chanel, man, I'm telling you, man, don't worry. Stuff I done heard about these white dudes being creeps is crazy. They got us the way that they be creeping totally different from the way black men to creep. Black men just say dumb stuff when they creep. They just say the dumbest things. Like when I used to be in the bank, the black dude just say stupid stuff. That's their way of creeping. It just be dumb. Like, man, what did like dude? Why did you even think that was gonna fly? Like that was the dumbest line you could have said. Or they just jump in your inbox and they keep inboxing you. They keep DMing you and say little stupid stuff like that. But them white dudes, man, they done hacked into your phone. Man, they did all type of weird stuff, man. They on another level of creeping. They know what you're watching on YouTube, man. They ain't telling what these white folks do, man, when they creeping on you. Hoggy, peace, what's happening? Hey, Master Tool, man, this is just the beginning, man. Put in that work. Hey, Marlon, where you, man? Hey, Marlon, for sure. Appreciate that donation, but man, everything you just said, Marlon, is what I'm talking about. Black banks, less black votes, for sure. Man, I mean that ought to be a shirt, Marlon. Man, we gonna let you. We gotta give you credit for that. You gotta make that a shirt. You gotta make more black banks, less black votes. I can't even get past the first sentence, man, because that ought to just be the shirt. All that marching, hooping, and hollering at this system, man, they ain't doing nothing. They laughing at us. Hey, man, I'm telling man, I'm deep boy. They be counting bread. When you catch them deep, when you catch them church members in there counting their money, it look like I'm telling y'all, man, it look like they look like dope dealers, man. The way they be dealing with that money. But they selling y'all that crack though, man. Y'all know what the crack is they selling y'all, but y'all that's a whole different ball game. They be in there counting that money like some dope dealers. Like some straight dope dealers, man. I'm in deep. Once I did the knowledge his name being Creflo Dollar, like your last name, I already know what you about. Frankie, nah, I don't track anything, man. I don't track anything. I just eat what I need to eat for the most part. Yeah, Dominique, I'm telling y'all, man, that's how I know, man. Like when the white dudes creeping on the sisters out here, it be real in the field, man. They be on another level of creep. And it's just like, whoa. Like, whoa. Like, I don't that's weird. Boy, what like what? Hey, C squared, you already know how it go. You already know what it is. But man, I be joking. I told people, man, I said if you listen, if you come on hard times, man, just start you a religion out here, man, for real. Be for real, man. If y'all looking for a hustle, the ultimate hustle, if you looking for a hustle, man, just start your religion, man. That's start your religion, man. Just start the religion, man. Just do it. You looking for a hustle, man. You looking for some bread, man. Just start you a religion, man. Start your religion. You'll be good out here, man. You'll find your congregation. Just start your religion. And people be thinking I'm joking. Go ahead, just start your religion, man. You'll be good. Just go ahead and start. Just start it up, man. Just start it up. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate hustle right there, man. If you come on hard times, you looking for a side hustle, you don't feel like you got anything to offer, just start your religion, man. Start the religion. You'll be good. You'll be taken care of. You'll be well taken care of, man. Look at TD Snakes, Creflo. I just study them real quick. Joe Osteen and all these type of people, man. Jimmy Swagger and all these type of, just study these folks, man. Start your religion and you rolling, man. You good. You good. Yeah, don't yeah, white dudes be stripping, man. Hot shot. Like they think, oh man, don't even get me started on that. Like when I was in college, man, them white girl, everybody that had locks that they could think of, I looked like them, man. So it was annoying, man. Like one of like Little John, like anybody they think of with locks, I resembled that. Like, man, if you don't get out of my face, Master Tube, I peeped that, man. They really on that vaccine. They saying you got to be a part of a religion for 20 years, so you can't use a religion excuse. So they try. Listen, I'm telling y'all, man. They try. That's why I said, man. Listen, it's gonna boil down to us, man, creating our own rules because they can easily rewrite the rules. You know, when they wrote the policy out, they can easily change. Yeah, Airview, man. They call me Lil John, Little Wayne. Man, I was ready to, man, I was ready to RKO these individuals, man. Stop playing with me, man, before I RKO you real quick to give you a Hulk Hogan leg drop. Like, that was getting on my nerves, man. That's why I didn't care to be around them like that. At that point, I realized I couldn't interact with white women. I don't know, like some of y'all comfortable doing that. I don't care to interact with white women like that in the physical. It just don't, nah. It ain't never really had a good experience there. Never had a good experience, man. It don't work out too well for me. Like I can work with them on a professional level, but when it just comes to trying to have a casual conversation, like no, it's just like just the way my mind is set up. Like I'm thinking in my head, we have nothing to talk about. And once you say Little John, now I'm ready to perform a wrestling move on you because it's like no, Lolita for sure. And that's all I'm saying, man. When you the right man that comes around, man, you lay the hammer down, she gonna bow down. She gonna trust you, man. She gonna trust that you will guide her and lead her in the right direction. Solo T40 piece, what's happening? And my wife, well, that's messed up, Lil John. I fool with Lil John, but dang, that's unfortunate. I actually fool with Lil John, man, but I don't look like the dude. That's obvious to anybody with eyes. I'd look nothing like Lil John. So the fact that they was out here saying, I was like, yep. Hey, Frankie, we consider them original women. Now, again, if you dealing with them and they can see that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them don't want to claim, that aspect of it, but we see them as original. I broke that down in previous streams. I really don't have a problem with them, but a lot of times some of them have a problem with us or me, But if they understand that they are original too, I'm all for it. Master tool, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't believe in vaccine. It goes against my religion. I don't care what they consider. I don't care what type of law they try to make. Yeah, I go. It goes against what I believe in. That's just it. Not playing with me. Dominique, man, that was always the knock on me, man. I'd be dead serious, but people find that to be funny. So leader for sure. Yeah, he definitely a legend. I don't look like him though, but he definitely a legend. But like I said, everybody who had locks at that time, it was a few football players because I played football, so I look like everybody. I'm like, I can't look like all these different dudes, man. That just don't make sense. RT Square for sure, for sure. Yeah, Dominique, that's what I'm saying, man. I was at this school and I ain't got listen, y'all gotta understand I went to a predominantly white college and I don't have one person I keep in contact with from that school that's white. That just lets you know I just wasn't cut out for it, man. I was just cut out to be the way that I am. The people that I'm in contact with from the school I went to are black. I don't know. I just couldn't do it, man. I tried, man. I tried to be this universal dude. It ain't really work out too well for you, man. So y'all can at least say I tried, man. Y'all can say I tried, man. So that's why I try to tell people, man, like I'm genuine when I say what I'm saying, man, because I was in these. I could have easily been one of these dudes that got around white folks and let it change them. Man, I've been the same way and no matter what environment I'm in. If I'm in an environment that's predominantly white, I remain the same. If I'm in an environment that's predominantly black, I'll remain the same. If I'm in an environment that's predominantly Arab, I'm remaining the same no matter where I go. No matter what environment I'm in, I'm going to remain the same. I'm going to talk to people the same. I'm going to look at people the same. I'm going to move the same. I'm going to think the same. So therefore, like, my perspective is genuine. My perspective is genuine. Like, I was not out there. It ain't like people be putting on white voices and things like that. Like when I was around the white folks, I'm like, man, I'm not about to change how I'm talking. Like I just could not. That part of the game, I ain't get that. Like I'm not about to change up my voice when I'm like, man, I'm talking to them like I'm talking to anybody else. You know, so I ain't had time for that. I wasn't about to change up who I was for anybody, man. I don't care what the environment is. I'm gonna be me regardless. I'm gonna be me regardless, man, and that's how I move. Airview for sure. And that's what I'm saying. I done been in the diver, like I done been there. Like it's diver. I done dealt with the white folks, and then I went to a private high school and things of that nature, where it was obviously diverse. Man, I done dealt with all types of people. That's how I understand who I really connect with genuinely. Like I just don't get, man. I do not connect with most white folks on that level, man. I just don't do it. I just don't do it. It's like a lot of times I just be seeing through most of the white folks, man. I be like, man, I know how you really feel about having this conversation with me. I know how you I can see it, man. You could just sense it, man. You could pick up on a lot of that, man. So I don't be having time for a lot of that. And then like other coaches too, man, you could just pick up on how they really feel about you in the heat of that discussion. And a lot of times I don't be having time for that, man. I don't be having time for that. Yeah, Dominique, I'm telling man, if you could a few people historically speaking, if you probably compare me to them, like if I had to compare myself to people just based off of who I'd studied in history, I would say Malcolm X is probably like Malcolm X or Khalid Muhammad or something like that, or like Huey Newton. Like I would say I probably fit the bill. I probably fit that bill. Always get accused of being like extra serious things of that nature, man. Like every time they show Malcolm X in like a movie or something like that, that's always the thing, man. Malcolm X always the serious dude coming with the information, but like can really be funny when he want to. Like I'm that person. But like 9 times out of 10, when I'm coming to you, man, I'm coming to you with some serious information. But it's like I can be fun, like I can joke when I want to, man. But I see myself a lot in Malcolm X, man. That's why I kind of resonated with his autobiography and things of that nature, man. I resonated a lot with old Malcolm, their Detroit Red and things of that nature, man. Resonated with the kid. But like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, just going back, piggybacking to the title of this particular video, man, black women, man, contrary to what some of them may say, some of them gonna come out openly and profess it. We done had sisters profess it in this chat. But it's some that don't, and they want to act like they don't need a man, but you want one though. You want one though. You for sure want one. You want that man. You want that man to lead you. Oh, Frankie, for sure, man. Listen, I'm not. If they come correct, man, I'm fooling with all of them. It's just for the most part they don't be coming correct because of, you know what I'm saying, because we done all been colonized, man. So a lot of them be coming. Some of them, not a lot of them. Some of them be coming. Like I could fool with the Latin brothers, man. Before like the listen, I'm gonna give y'all a Jew when it comes to people that I can't fool with from the male perspective. I don't get along too well with the Arab men and white men. Don't really get along too well with them at all. Like cause I don't like the way the Arab men, based off of their conditioning, I don't like the way the Arab men view our women. So I always get into it with them in that regards. Gotta let them know this ain't that. Like that be creating a lot of problems with the kid. I don't really be too much caring for him, man. But hey, my Latin brothers, man, I gets along with them though, for the most part. Yeah, I gets along. I gets along with them. I gets along with them well, no problems, man. It's just the Arabs and the freaking white dudes. And it don't be working too well. And I don't really have too great a relationship with like the Asian population as well. I ain't had really good experiences with them as well. And historically speaking, we didn't either with the Asians, man, and the Arabs too. So just like historically speaking, this is all accurate. But I just based off of personal experience, things don't never go too well when I'm out here communicating with the Arabs. The Arab men, I should say the men. I'm talking about the men here. I don't really be having problems with like the women, man. I didn't talk to Asian women. I didn't talk to Arab women. Everything be cool. It's the dudes on that side that don't never really. I don't be liking the vibe, man. I don't be liking the vibe at all. Lolita, we actually did. We was doing something like that in the past, man. Who knows? May come back full circle. Who knows how I go? But my schedule, like everything, be so kind of trash because of my schedule, the way that I'm always moving. That's why it's almost best that we move with independent channels because my schedule just too trash, man. Sometimes I be going live straight from my gym. So like when, you know what I'm saying, when I free up, time and things of that nature, who knows? Like who knows? My time be so weird, man. That's why I be going live the way that I do. I may just luck up. I don't believe in luck, but I may just luck up on some time and I'm like, all right, let me jump on this joint. Master 2 for sure. And I didn't seen it come out. And I'm like, I'm good on that. My boy Adrian, Killzone, peace. What's happening with you, my brother? Hey, y'all make sure y'all tap in with my boy Killzone, man. We go way back to the dirt. Y'all subscribe to his channel, man. My man's be on there he be grinding on that joint, man. Be trying to put y'all on game, man. Y'all subscribe to my brother, man. Y'all subscribe to him. We go back to the dirt high school type deal. Subscribe to my brother, man. Check him out. Hey, LN, I'm already knowing, man. I done had my aunt tried to get me into politics. Uh, man, I forgot. Y'all probably know the name. I forget it every time, man. It got something to do with a star. But my aunt, she in like the woman's version of Freemasonry. She's part of that. I forgot what it's called. I forget what it's called every time. I can't think of it to save my life. It's got something to do with a star, man. Somebody probably know it. Somebody probably know the name of that joint. But she a part of that, man. She'd have been trying to get me to run for some type of alderman. She been trying to get me to get into politics for a minute. So I'm already up. I already know how I go. Who knows, man? In the future, I may try to, but I feel like I'm changing the world just by doing what I'm doing right now. But who knows? Who knows what the future may hold, man? Who knows? Hey, if y'all campaign for me, I got y'all. Eastern Star, there it is. There it is. Boy, I can't never think of that. Goodness gracious, man. I can't think of that at all, man. But yeah, that's what my aunt, man. She part of that, boy. She been trying to get me in politics for a minute. Every time she come down, every time she says, every time she see me, she be like, "Hey, you ever thought about doing this?" I'm like, "Nope." I already know, man. I done had my pops tried to get me into it and all that type of good stuff, man. So I already know how I go, man. I already know how I go, man. Y'all catch me running for president, man. Just I'm moving, but y'all gotta understand though. I'm serious. I'm about to create. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all think I'm playing, but I'm gonna be moving like Farrakhan them out here, man. I'm gonna have the fruit is like FOI. Ain't nobody touching me. Ain't nobody touching me. Ain't nobody touching me. Dreaming of this. You said Jehovah Witness. Nah, man. Yeah, nah. Frank, you say how I feel about DJ Vlad and his Vlad. He got canceled when he dissed Farrakhan, man. I ain't fool with him since then. I didn't really want to fool with him back then, man. But he used to have a lot of people that I fool with on that joint. But I fool with like High TV. That's where I go for that, man. But Vlad, I ain't tapped into Vlad since then, man. That dude was like an opportunist and a culture vulture, man. So I don't too much rock with him. He got canceled though when he dissed Farrakhan, man. That was it. Done. Don't fool with it. That dude is a culture vulture, man. He just, all right, yeah, I don't fool with him, man. Oh, your son, man. Listen, that the Arab women, man, because a lot, man, when they come to America, they get it, man. They don't be liking it, man. They dudes be dudes be out here cheating on them, abusing them, and treating them all type of ways, man. They don't be really wanting to be with them dudes, man. So that's it, man. Listen, I know too. I've seen too much out here. Kuma, forget the secrets of that. I'm moving on my like you get me into politics. I'm telling y'all, I'm hiring all y'all. We gonna be the FO out here. We gonna be trained. Lynn, you already know good well. I know about Eric B and Rakim and that song, man. That's come on now. But I'm gonna give y'all a jewel though. Rakim ain't necessarily a 5%er at all. Like he's literally not. He be using the lingo, but he's not actually a 5%er though. I'm gonna just a lot of people think Rakim is a 5%er. He's not. Just let y'all know that, but he's not though. A lot what people don't understand, it's actually a lot of artists that use the 5% lingo in their music, but they not actually 5%ers. But a lot of people just use the lingo. A lot of people just use the lingo, man. But a lot of them not actually 5%ers and things of that nature, man. I just want to clarify that. And what I mean by that, a lot of people ain't study these lessons that we got to study and memorize, man. They got introduced to it, but they didn't go through the entire process. And so I got that information once I started getting into the game and started getting the information and the knowledge, man. But Rakim then did some things that, you know what I'm saying, it says some things that a 5%er don't necessarily subscribe to and things of that nature. We still respect them, but nah, there's some things that he didn't, let you know that he's not basically a 5%er, man, but he didn't utilize the lingo and things of that nature. One of his favorite songs, The Mystery Who Is God, he breaks it down using the lingo, but that's a whole nother topic. Oh, your son, Vlad, man, we don't fool with Vlad, man. We don't fool with Vlad. Attitude. Oh, he was disrespecting DMX. See, you gotta stop playing with me, man. Hey, all right. That's why he got canceled. That's why he got canceled, man. That's because I don't tolerate that. That's why. That's exactly why he got canceled. We ain't playing that type of game, man. Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with us. Frankie, you say who my favorite rap artist? My favorite artist, dead or alive, is Tupac. My favorite artist alive is Scarface, and K Reno coming in third. Those are my top three. Those are my top three, man. Pac, Scarface, K Reno, man. My top three out the gate. After those top three, it get a little shaky, man. I don't really know what to tell you. Depends on the day, man. I may throw Nas in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real big on the old school, man. Like, people don't know, like, Lord Jamar, Brand Nubian, them back in the day. Like, all that type of stuff is my vibe, man. Wise Intelligent, little stuff like that. Killer Priest, that's another one of my favorite artists. Killer Priest, man, Under the Radar, little stuff like that, man. So it just depends on how I'm living, man. Throw Rakim in there, definitely. So little stuff like that, it just depends. Olita, you say, do I participate in voodoo or hoodoo? I don't participate in it, but I studied it. I was studying voodoo for a minute. Don't participate in it directly. You know, some people think that the way that I move, I be participating in it, but it's more so indirect. Like, if you know anything about the 5% Nation, the guys and Earths, man, we letting y'all know, like, we possess, like, we basically, when we say living out the mathematics, man, like, we live in a way that power emanates, it emanates from us through the way that we live out the mathematics. And we say that mathematics is the true language of the universe, man. So we got our mathematical system. And when we break down the math for the day, we take that breakdown and we apply it to our everyday life. And that in and of itself just makes us powerful. And it leads people to question or wonder if we practicing anything. Now, we just know and understand that all the power that everybody is seeking, we possess it internally. So we know and understand that, and we move according to that reality. So we don't seek any power from anything outside of ourselves. All the power all the power is right there internally. All we got to do is seek within, and we got to activate it. So we activate a lot of our power by moving mathematically. So that's what we practice, man. I just move mathematically. And I manifest a lot of power through that because I know and understand my true power, and I know and understand where it's located and how to tap into it. So that in and of itself leads people to ask a lot of questions in regards to what do I practice? What do I do, man? People be thinking I be out here doing all type of crazy things. I literally don't be doing anything. I wake up, I deal with the math for the day. I know and understand the true power of the black man, and I move according to that reality, and I'm good. I'm good. Review. You already know Mac. I heard of Mac Dre, RP though, but your son said Mac from No Limit. That would be one of my, man. If dude didn't get locked up, that's one of my under the radar. Man, I love Mac, man. And I'm glad to see he got off on parole. That's one of, man. Listen, that's my dude, man. RLN, man. I'm for sure a lot more updated than you think. I just don't care about it. The thing with it, I wouldn't have to be updated. I would have to actually care about it, and that's part of the problem. Marcus G, keep it to yourself, man. When I was studying my lessons, man, I ain't let people know that I was trying to dabble with the 5%. I ain't got time for it. I just did what I felt was right. I ain't let people in on it. I ain't let people in on it, man. When I start studying my lessons, my family probably still don't know that I got these lessons and things like that. I ain't let them know, man. You got to do what's right for you, man. You ain't got to let them in on that. Just do what's right for you. That's my recommendation. I did not let my family know nothing, man. I came across that, And I said I would start seeking out enlighteners on my own, and I got the lessons, and I did that all on my own. Lolita, you say Malachi York. The Nubians and things of that nature. Man, I fool like what people don't understand. I fool with most black organizations to an extent because I'm all for the black folks, and I feel like if you're gonna gravitate toward a way of life, make it a black way of life. Don't be gravitating towards Christianity and look at Catholicism and things like that. Gravitate towards something that's black. So I fool with all of those things to an extent. So the Nubians, man, and Malachi York and things that he stood for, I can fool with some of the things to an extent because I study all of them and I take the best parts from all of our great teachers, man, our great ancestors. So I got some parts where I would agree with Malachi York, and I got some parts where I'm looking at them like, whoa, but when they was building that community, that was powerful. That was powerful, just like the Hebrew Israelites, man. I got parts where I can fool with what they saying. I got parts where I disagree with them. And that's every group. But I feel like if you're going to be a part of something, because we all strive for that culture, man. That's the village. Be a part of something that's black. You shouldn't be out here joining a way of life that's worshiping an image that don't look like you. Come on, man. Hey, Ellen, if I ever get into politics, you're gonna be the first one because you pushing hard to get me. You're gonna be the main one on the team, man. You're gonna be the main one. Ellen, you say, well, I break down the triple stage darkness for the people, man. That's a whole video, but I could definitely do it. For anybody that doesn't know, like we got a righteous name when you become a 5%er. You name yourself based on the culture and based on your attributes. My name is Universal Adam. And anybody that knows the triple stage of darkness that LN is talking about, it has a lot to do with the atom. And that's one of the reasons why I named myself Universal Adam. But, you know, that's a whole nother breakdown. That's a whole topic, man. I definitely, y'all got to understand, I move strategically. I'm moving strategically here on YouTube. All of this going to be broken down in due time. All of this going to be broken down in due time. It's certain people that I need to hear. I need for people to hear that message. There's certain people that I need to hear that message. So I'm going to release that type of information in due time. And I got a lot of information I'm keeping in the chamber because I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be, y'all going to be surprised, man. Y'all going to look up and one day, man, I'm just going to be in what they call a bag. I'm going to be in a bag of information. And you're going to be like, man, where this dude just come from? And there's going to be a lot of information that just hits the people. I'm strategic with it right now, man. I'm strategic with it. Strategic. I got a lot of information. Got a lot of educating that I would like to do, and I'm just waiting to hit them with it. A lot of education. Frankie, man, AZ is one of my dudes. I'm in Black Thought and Cambada. If y'all into metaphysical anything, like y'all into metaphysics and all of that, if Cambada is one of the dopest dudes I've ever heard in regards to lyricists of that nature. That dude is ridiculous. So that's another dude who people don't know about. But Cambada is like crazy with the word play, and that dude is cold. That's another dude who I fool with, man, that a lot of people don't be talking about and know. But Cambada, man, if you ain't been listening to that dude, please go look him up right after I log off of this joint. Listen to everything he done put out, and you're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed. Hey, Terenzo, I knew Terenzo would know for sure. Akuma, you already know, man. That dude amazing. That dude is crazy with it. That dude crazy with it, man. That dude to say some things, man. He's like, hold up, rewind that. But yeah, for sure. And then on the women's side of the lyrics, man, you got Rock, man. She pretty cold on the woman's end, man. Like Rock, man. You got a lot. Shay Noir, she's dope. 3D Not T, you got a lot of those. Like the women be getting down too. We always got to pay homage and we got to give them their props, man. The Ruby Salah, like it's a lot of them on that end too. So we got to give them the credit as well. I don't like to just be naming all the men. That ain't cool. In regards to lyricists, that ain't how we get down. That ain't how we get down at all. And then another person, man, that a lot of people don't be understanding that I be fooling with is cannabis, man. A lot of people don't be rocking with cannabis, but man, cannabis was one of my favorite artists for the longest. Still is, man. I love cannabis, man. Cannabis is my dude, man. That's one of the dudes that when I was first coming into knowledge, I listened to a lot of cannabis. Just because of, man, I mean, listen, people wish they could write to the level of cannabis, man. So I'll be fooling with a lot of cannabis too. And I just got here to another artist, another queen. What is it? Josh 7? I think that's her name. I think it's Josh 7. It's a lot of them, man. But Josh, I just got here to her. She pretty dope too. Yeah, Kuma Rhapsody for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, by do we know that now. That's a given. That's a given for sure. Remy Ma, yeah, man. Remy back in the day, like when she was battling and stuff like that. But man, y'all about to get me y'all about to get me started. Another, speaking of Remy Ma, man, I don't like mentioning Remy. Yeah, John 9. Justin Sheesh. Man, I messed up her name. Good gracious, man. But yeah, John 9, that's her. Yeah, for sure. Man, I'm glad you cleaned that up before I got off, man. That would have been all bad, but John 9. I don't know why I said 7, man. That ain't mathematically correct. But yeah, John 9 for sure. But I don't like to talk about Remy without mentioning Papoose, man. Papoose is also another one of my favorite artists back in the day, man. Back in high school, used to ride for Papoose all the time. Papoose underrated. So I always be wanting to give Papoose his credit too, man. I always want to give Pap his credit, man. Pap is that dude. Pap is Pap a decent dude. And a lot of times people don't give dudes credit. Remy Ma did that time. And Pap was in there holding it down. As soon as she came out, he provided her with the world, man. So people need to shout out Pap. A lot of people be talking about Russell Wilson. Man, why they wasn't giving Papoose that credit? Man, Papoose was that dude before it was a Russell Wilson. So I ain't see people flocking to Pap, man. Pap held it down while his woman was locked up. So forget right, I look up to Pap. You know what I'm saying? I give credit to Papoose. Papoose is that dude, man. Papoose is that dude. Papoose moving he moving how the guys moving. Y'all know Papoose be speaking that math on them songs, man. So Pap held it down, man. People don't be giving Pap his credit in regards to what it means to be a good dude out here. Pap is the embodiment of that, man. Pap a decent dude. Pap a decent dude, according to what we see. So I want to give Pap some credit, man. I don't like people be flying under the radar like that. I like to give people their credit. I like to give people their flowers while they're here, man. Pap, what he did was honorable, man. What he did was very honorable. Like for sure, man. What he did was very honorable, man. He could have easily been a trash dude. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily fit the narrative when she was locked up, but he didn't though. You know what I'm saying? He did. He did, man. He was with Remy when she got locked up. When she got out, he's still with Remy. You know what I mean? Like he's still with her. He's still with her, man. So I fool with that brother for that, man. I fool with that brother. That's one person who I fool with, man. I fool with that. It's very honorable, man. But with that being said, man, shout out to Papoose on that note, man. But with that being said, man, I gotta make my move. I gotta head to the gym. It's Friday. You know, I gotta send them into the weekend, man. I gotta make them think twice about eating the wrong foods this weekend, man. So we about to drill them in these workouts. It's about to go down, man. So I gotta make my moves. I'm gonna tap in with y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna tap in tomorrow. Y'all might see some little short videos. It might be some short videos I put out this weekend. I don't know if I'm a stream. Who knows with me though? They say God work in mysterious ways. That's how I move. I work in mysterious ways. Y'all never know. But I'm out, y'all. Appreciate all the donations. Appreciate the comments. All that good stuff. The interaction, the dialogue is always peace. And I appreciate that, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday and this weekend if I don't tap in with y'all, man. I'm out. Peace.